Once you get below 15% in reserve margins, you're accelerating with every percentage point of reserve margin decline, you're accelerating the probability of brownouts and blackouts by a factor of 7 times. 7 times more likely for every percentage point below 15% reserve margins we get. China knows this. They know this. They know the destabilizing impact of having all this very part time, intermittent technology on our system supplied by them. And now we're learning rapidly to what degree this system's been invaded with sensors that can kill switches, that the inverters specifically that are there to convert DC power to efficient, usable AC power, and also as control devices, the inverters can be used to basically shut down the system to the extent they've supplied it. This may be what happened in Spain when Spain lost 15,000 megawatts of power all of a sudden in a few minutes about 3 weeks ago on a Monday. They're now claiming they still don't know the why of this, examining now millions of data points. It is well possible this was a test of principle and this working by China, because again, in Western Europe, the same thing. 87% of the solar cells and batteries for battery storage there also come from China and appear to be heavily infiltrated with sensors. So it's possible, it hasn't been concluded conclusively yet, but possible that whole outage impacting 60 million people across all of Spain, part of southern France, and all the way to Belgium, 60 million people impacted for 13 hours may have been triggered by these devices, because the same impact there, 87% of this equipment in Western Europe has come from China. So we've got to get in front of these incentives, no longer incentivizing this, get the tariffs back in place to get some momentum going forward, to build some base load combined cycle power plants in this country, build some supercritical coal plants, and get back on board with continuous duty, non-Chinese made basic power plants. So that's the only way forward to get around this. And then examine all this equipment in detail in the field. Because as you said, in transformers, this was proven out about 8 years ago that a couple of units were infected with these. And those were the only units studied. It had sensors in them that were basically kill switches. So we now know that we have this in the solar farms and the inverters that control them. It's a disaster.